Hi everyone. This video is a resource for you as you begin to plan your fall semester. So the video will cover some of the changes to TLearn and make sure you know where everything is and that you can start getting your course set up. So when you first log in, remember that your dashboard is now the home page, so you don't have to go anywhere else to see your classes. If you do want to get back to the News and Resources page, all you have to do is click the News and Resources button, and it'll take you to this page with the thread of announcements, and this is also where you can search for certain courses. On your main dashboard, you'll see your different courses listed. It might look a little different depending on how you have it set up. So right now I have mine set up as the summary, but you can also go to card. This is the default, so it's what most of you will see. Or if you want something a little scaled down, you can sort it by list, but your courses will all be there any way you cut it. So right now, my course is right here. But let's say, for example, you have not unhidden your class yet, so you haven't clicked show in the edit settings. Your course will probably be hiding at the bottom of the list. Also, I've got mine sorted by starred, so I've favorited some of these courses. It defaults to all except removed from view. So you might have a long list of courses here and you might be struggling to find yours. So one way you can find it is just clicking future courses, and that'll take you to courses that have a start date coming up, or you can scroll through all of them. Usually if your course is still hidden, it'll be at the end of the list, so if you scroll to your last class or your last page of your dashboard, it will end up there. After you get to your course, yours again will look a little bit different because I've already started setting mine up, but after you get to your course, you'll have your different sections here, and you'll be able to make changes and get everything set up. So just a quick overview of where things are now. Everything is going to be found in this upper menu. You do not have this button, but you will have course management and you'll have turn edit on. You'll also have my courses and this course. So you can get to a few different things from the this course menu, like your participants to see your class list if you're using badges, and you can jump to specific sections of the course. Otherwise, you'll need to click the course management menu, and this will bring up everything else. So it'll show the activities that you already have set up for the course, and it will also show you your question bank, any badges you have, but the two things that you'll probably use the most are the course settings and the user links, so things to manage your course. So in edit course settings, this is where you can go to show your course. So right now yours is defaulted to hidden, so you can show your course there. You can also go to your gradebook setup. This is if you need to actually put your gradebook together. So right now I don't have any activities in this course, but let's say for the sake of example I had 5 assignments, right? It'll list them here after I make them. So the good thing about Moodle is once you create an assignment, which we'll go over in a second, it automatically adds it to the gradebook here, and then you can come and tell it what percentage it weighs, or if you're working with a points-based system, how many points it's worth. Actually, points you'll set up in the assignment itself, but it'll show how many points it's worth in this column. So that's gradebook setup. The only other thing you'll probably use out of this column right now is maybe the import button. So if you've had a course before and you've set it up just the way you want it, all you want to do is use those materials over again. You can click the import button and you can search for your previous course. So I'm just going to put in 1400 dev. Sometimes, as just happened, it does not like it when you put in certain things. So I just added the dash between 1400 and dev. This brings up my development course, which is almost ready to go for the semester. So I'm just going to go ahead and import everything from it. So on this page, it's basically asking you, what do you want to import from your last class? So some of you might only be using the assignments and the readings, so you can uncheck all of the rest of the stuff or uncheck everything under blocks. But some of you want everything from the activities to the quizzes, all of the stuff, so you would leave it all together. If all you want are your quizzes, make sure that you click both activities and resources and question bank. You want to bring the question bank over so that it actually knows what questions to ask. But if you want to keep it simple, you can just click jump to final step with all of these things checked. It'll take a few seconds for everything to import depending on how much you've built in that previous class, or if you have a development course, that course shell. But it doesn't take too long. So now I have all of my things that I've already put together in my template course, and all of my resources that I've started making. So now I've got all of my stuff for my 1400 class coming up this fall. So that is a little bit on course management in terms of course settings. You can also look at the gradebook here. So you can look, I won't scroll down because there's already student data in there, but you can look at the gradebook and from that menu, and you can also go to your participants. If you have your course set up in groups, you can do that, and then you can look at the logs for participation. So that is pretty much what you'll be using out of the course management settings. So I'm going to go back to my course home, and we're going to turn editing on real fast so I can show you where everything is here. So right now I have a smaller screen. So some of you probably remember that we used to have a menu on the left side and some blocks of content like a calendar and those sorts of things on this side. So this menu, the left-hand menu, has gone away, and you can find all of your courses under My Courses and all of the stuff for this particular course under this course. Your course blocks that were on the right-hand side, if you're on a smaller computer, if you're working on, say, a laptop screen, they'll be all the way down here at the bottom. So I have my accessibility block, my blog menu, all of that stuff. If you're on a bigger screen, then they will still show up on the right hand side. If you want to add anything, so accessibility is not turned on automatically for every course, so if you want to add anything, you can come to the course blocks and you can add a block down here. Now you can see that I do have some blocks up top, so that when I toggle this on and off, those show up or go away, but you can also drag these into the sidebar, or I can drag them to my bottom menu as well. And lastly, and probably what you're most looking forward to, is adding activities. So I'm going to go ahead and expand my week 1 real fast. Adding activities is exactly the same as it used to be. There's no change in terms of the process of adding activities or resources, just looks a little bit different. So the button is still here in the lower right hand corner of each particular week or section. But now when you click it, you get this fancy visualized list instead of just the worded list. For you, if you have not used this yet, yours will default to all, so you'll be able to see all of these. You can also just look at activities or just look at resources if you want to do that. But when you're looking at the all, if you know there are things that you use over and over that you want to favorite, you can go ahead and give those a little bit of a star, and then you'll have this tab come up that says starred, and you'll be able to get to your favorites quicker. Also, if this is your first time using Moodle, so if you are new to Trinity, welcome. If this is your first time using Moodle, then you can also see what these different things do by clicking the little information button here, and it will give you a tiny bit of explanation. So to add an activity or resource, all you have to do is click that. We'll do an assignment real fast just for the sake of example. So you'll go through and fill out all of the assignment details, save and return to course, and then your assignment will be in that particular block that you added things in. So this is just an overview. If you have more detailed questions, I am happy to set up a time to meet with you prior to the semester starting, and I will also be giving workshops the week before the semester starts. So be on the lookout for an email from academictechnology@trinity.edu for that schedule, and also you can email that email address if you do want to set up a time to meet and go over anything, particularly the gradebook. So it is best to go ahead and fight with the gradebook beforehand and get everything squared away so that it is not giving you trouble during the semester, and I'm happy to go over that with you. So again, academictechnology@trinity.edu, and I will be happy to help. Thanks.